welcome to Work Forget About Njoh. I am J Loaded, and on the show today I am with the very pretty Bokwe Lucia Brielle. Welcome, Lucia.
Thank you, J Loaded.
You look gorgeous today.
Thank you so much. I was made for this look.
I'm so excited to have you on the show.
Yeah.
Alright, today's edition is going to be in fact, it is a peak of inspiration itself, because we have this very dynamic young Cameroonian who is coming up on the horizon of leadership, and his personality and achievements are what I can only liken to the very legendary Dr. Miles Monroe. Our guest is a very thrilling and inspiring young Cameroonian who is coming up in the field of leadership, and is no other than the very Merlin NGassa. Welcome, Merlin.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Wow.
It's a pleasure to be on set with you.
I'm so honored to have you myself.
Actually, it's so exciting each time we're on set on Work Forget About Njoh. And today actually promises to be so great.
Yeah.
Because we have the very inspired and purpose-driven gentleman in the person of NGassa Merlin. Who is NGassa Merlin? Tell us about yourself. Who is Merlin?
Well, first of all, I'm really grateful. And I'm grateful to God for this wonderful opportunity. NGassa Merlin is a passionate, uncompromising, non-negotiable follower of Jesus Christ.
Wow.
And I'm a young person passionate about leadership, passionate about bringing out true greatness from young people. And I've been privileged to have some positions of leadership, and I've been president of clubs, association, and stuff like that. And also, I'm the president and the CEO of Renewed Mind Leaders, which is a wonderful organization. Thank you so much.
Every youth can become a leader.
Wow.
But not every youth will be a leader. Meaning that inside each and every youth is the ability and the capability to become a leader.
Wow.
But now the thing is that you said leaders being born and leader being made. The thing is that many people believe that leadership is for a particular class of people.
Yeah.
Many people believe that people are born to be leader. But the truth is that inside each and every one of us is a potential giant.
Wow.
Inside each and every one of us is a potential great person.
Wow. Smart patient.
Yeah.
And the child was right. He was really smart. Like, you are saying that everybody can become a leader. Then who are those that are going to be the followers? Then I told the child one thing. I said, just concentrate in being the leader. And when you are the leader, you discover who the followers are.
Wow. Wow.
Concentrate.
Concentrate on being a leader, and when you get there, you find out those who are going to be followers.
Wow. You can be a leader. You watching me right now, you can be a leader. Start by believing in yourself.
Someone asked a question, do you believe in these miracles?
You cannot change yesterday, but you can do something today that can change tomorrow. It doesn't matter how you were born. That was yesterday. It doesn't matter what happened last 5 years, the last 10 years. You may not be able to change that, but you can.
What are the problems faced by the youth? What are the problems faced by our environment, Kumba? Now we are in Kumba. And you live in various quarters and you're in various schools. Please, now you will have to write down these problems. Then, both people holistic. This is a teamwork. Then now you ask, what are the attempted solutions? What can be done? What do you think it can be done to make this problem that you have listed? Please don't be afraid to list problems. List as many as you can. What do you think that can be done?
Maturity is not an issue of age. You choose to be mature. It's your choice. It's an issue of knowledge. So that is why, if you have to challenge this thing, as though you'll be the same person you are in 5 years' time, unless on the amount of the word of God you know, the books you read, and the people you hang around. See leadership as something that is gifted, a gift, or leadership is something that is for particular people. That is why I love this topic so much. It's talking about personal leadership. Now, talking about personal leadership,
Personal leadership, I'll divide it into three places or three things. Many people, when they talk about leadership, they think that it's your ability to manage people or how you go about managing the people that God has given you. But that is not really where leadership starts. There are three things that involve leadership. The first thing is that leadership starts with your relationship with God. Leadership starts with your relationship with God. It means that if you don't have a personal relationship with God, then how will you lead others? Leadership, there are three types of relationship. It has the first relationship that personal leadership starts about is about your leadership with God. Somebody said, and I believe it, that the followers of God are supposed to be the leaders of men.
I see so many countries who are ahead of Cameroon, and with the love that I have for Cameroon, I want to look through this book. I want to be encouraged and to have ideas that I can use in helping my country to move ahead in terms of technology, education, and many other things, especially politics, so that things can become more better for the inhabitants of Cameroon and for all.
Welcome back. It is Work Forget About Njoh, and we are having an awesome time already with Ambassador Merlin. I've been so inspired already just within the first few minutes of his presentation. Yeah. And the video you watched when we were on break was just one of these conferences he had in many schools and institutions, and diverse programs on leadership development and career orientation, and it's so amazing. And now, looking at that video and most of your conferences that we've seen on air, you've had conferences organized in Kumba, in Boya, Yaoundé, Douala. And now I want to find out, how did you get to, because you're just starting this thing, and you're already connected to have this top class and high ranking people in leadership already talk during your conferences. Now, how did you get to meet these people?
Thank you so much. You know, meeting people or meeting great people in quotes should not be an assignment for every young person into leadership. I think that we should focus more in the assignment that God has given to you. Like, I cannot take credit that I met these people because of what, maybe I was too qualified or whatever. But I met them because they were part of my assignment. You know, you meet people not by chance, but because if you're a young person or you're a leader, you're an entrepreneur, whatever, when you are following the vision that God has given you, in that path that you are following that vision, the right people will meet you in the place of your vision. So most of these people, they were just God sent. In fact, they were divinely orchestrated, because I cannot tell you that it's because we met somewhere and so on. Even the mayor, like the last program you just saw on air, the mayor was in one of the program. I just went and dropped an application there, inviting him to come to the career orientation conference. And he saw it, he said, oh boy, he cannot miss this. Wow. Only God could send them in such a program like this. So I focus on the vision while God focused on the connection.
Wow. You focus on the vision while God focused on the connection. My goodness. You know, I am your ardent follower. I can say that. And I remember one time you told us that every vision comes with provision. So the leaders or the top ranking people, in quote as you put it, are what you need. But now you don't go after them. You go after your vision. And now God provides these people. Amazing. See, you are what Cameroon needs for now. You are what Africa needs. You are time. In fact, you are a blessing. You are really an ambassador sent from heaven. Wow. With this skill, with this ability to transform the youth. Amen. Wow. Now, looking at your records, and I also know you are the author of the newsletter, The Voice of Change. Now, I'd like to find out, because that newsletter inspires me a lot as an individual, and I don't think I've missed one edition of it. I consume it voraciously. Now, I want to find out if you've had any challenges with the printing or maybe the distribution or anything at all. And of course, in your projects entirely, organizing conferences?
Actually, great men are made from great challenges.
Wow.
And we cannot say that there are no challenges. Challenges don't come to envelop us, they come to develop us. So in every vision, there's a Goliath.
Wow.
So there are people that they'll be as a medium of challenge to you. There are challenges that you're going to face. So talking about the voice of change. The voice of change, I experienced some challenges, printing. When I was about to print the first edition, first of all, me as a person, I was not too good in writing. Meaning, I did not like really writing because I was very good in mathematics and I really love solving my maths.
Wow.
But talking about writing, it was not all something really, but it was a passion given to me by God. And I faced some challenges. Writing is at times it was boring.
Yeah.
I mean, at times you have some things in your heart you want to transmit to your readers, but you don't know in words how to put it. Yeah. Then at times I'll be walking and I'll just feel the urge to write. I have to run and go and sit. So there's the one time that I was writing an article on top of a stone. I was just walking and I just felt the urge to write. And I had to run somewhere to sit down. I began to write. And even at times I was sitting in class, I'll go up, I'll just start writing, I'll start writing some things about the future or about the voice of change. So at times I faced that challenge on bringing out my in-depth passion in writing. And at times the printing, then the first time we printed, it was not the best. Yeah. Then the first time we printed, then you print, some people just say, this is not good, they'll just criticize it. But once your determination is bigger than the discouragement of your audience, you will make it. So I was not focusing on the challenges. I was focusing on the determination on what God has put inside me. And talking about the challenges also in organizing seminars and conferences, there were times that to get authorization, I will have to go to some government officials, give me authorization. Yeah. And some they will tell me I should go to Yaoundé. And now ask, do I need to go to Yaoundé to get authorization to go and empower youth? Then at times, since we organize programs in schools, some principals, they just say, oh, no, our students are busy. Our students are busy. So it really took the assignment from God to really push me, because if it was left on me, I would have long given up. But because it was an assignment from God given to me, I'll keep pushing. I'll go to some schools, some principals, vice principals, they'll even come and stop us during the program that their students are supposed to be solving, their students are supposed to be reading. So all those challenges. But I thank God for one thing. The challenges did not stop me. Wow. So thank you so much.
Wow. My Lord,
Generally, I actually told you, I told our viewers, this is the point where you get a pen and a jotter.
See, I am so thrilled right now. Now, hearing him talk like that, you would think, no, this guy studied political science. He did not. It's so amazing. Yeah. It's so amazing. If I'm right, sir, you did sciences. Yes. What do you study in the university? Biochemistry.
Wow.
Look at that. Biochemistry. And you talk politics like this. This can only be from God. And I got something right there, that challenges don't come to envelop us. Yeah. They come to develop us. My goodness. What are you waiting for? Sometimes we get into this thing and we back out because of the so many challenges. The word that is coming to you right from the professional in the studio is those challenges are not there to envelop you or to engage you. They are there to develop you. Wow. Oh my Lord. My God. Thank you so much. I'm so happy. I'm so blessed. And now, I'd like to find out from you, sir. What would you say really is the challenge with the Cameroonian youth or the African youth? What can you say in one word is the challenge of the African youth and the Cameroonian youth in particular?
In one word, I would say that the challenge of the Cameroonian youth or the African youth is visionlessness.
Wow.
Visionlessness. You see many youths, many young people, I think that's one of my cry. No vision, no sense of vision. They are just living, they are just like Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said, that unless a man discovers something to die for, he is merely existing. Mm-hmm. So there are many people, many youths in Africa, without any sense of vision. Visionlessness. You know, you see young people, and another one is even those with vision, the vision is so small. You know, they're thinking to be the best in their quarter.
Yeah.
While the world is waiting for them. They're thinking that, you know, they want to be a local champion. Oh boy, what is stopping you? The world is all ours.
Wow.
As far as your eyes can see, nothing can stop you. So I think that every youth listening to me right now, get up and start seeing beyond what your eyes can look.
Wow.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Visionlessness.
Hey.
Visionlessness. And even those who dare to have a vision, he said, the vision is too small. Like a great man of God said, he said, make your vision big enough. That's Reverend Dr. Chris. That make your vision big enough for God to be inside. And I remember following in one of your newsletters, you said something about vision, that you cannot think locally and be global.
Yeah.
No, don't say it in your words.
Okay. What I actually said there was, you cannot think locally and you become a global leader. Neither can you think globally and you become a local leader.
My Lord.
The Bible says, as he thinketh in his mind, in his heart, so is he. He said that many youths are looking towards the government. You know, they are wanting the government to give them everything. It's true that to an extent the government have a part to play in the nation. But I would just like to take you to the words of John F. Kennedy. And he said, do not ask for what America has done for you. Ask, what have you done for America? Before you tell me your rights, I would like to know your obligation. If you can do your obligation, you know, many people are, I need my right, they are fighting for this, fighting for that, fighting for that, but have you done your obligation? So I think that if we the youths can do what we should do, I think Cameroon will be the promised land as it is.
Wow. Wow. I mean, we still have reason to hope. We have reason to live because of the youth that are coming up. And you're playing a very vital role in making sure that leaders are birthed in this nation to take over. Wow, that's awesome.
The difference between work and a job.
Okay.
Your work, to me, is your assignment. So I'm here, I'm working already.
Wow.
So work is a strategy orchestrated by God to give you fulfillment. Because like today, I was just from doing 1 or 2 work, and I was going back home. I said, oh God, I thank you for the gift of work. You know, people see work as a labor, they see work as boring, they see work as something to really no. Work to me is doing your assignment. And Jesus, our perfect role model, always say, he says, I will do the work of him that sent me. So I think that work to me is your assignment.
Wow.
Once you discover your vision, you start working.
Wow. I mean, that's beautiful. He said work is your assignment. And probably you may be wondering, what's my assignment? How do I know my assignment? What's the job to you?
In a normal parlance.
Yeah. Job.
What we enjoy means free. Like something free. So I think that's what I think I know about Njoh. Like free.
Something free, something you really didn't work for.
Yeah, something you didn't work for.
Okay, sir. If we are to connect that, because I don't have a problem with receiving things for free. Neither do our audience. They don't. Now, if we are going to put in the context of Work Forget About Njoh, let's put them together. So what message do you think Work Forget About Njoh, like the work and the Njoh, what message are we passing to the youth? Looking at these two concepts of work and Njoh.
That's Work
Forget About Njoh.
I think that the program, first of all, is a very wonderful program, I must admit, because the youth of our time, we need it. Yeah. We need it. Many youths, when it comes to work, the way they approach work, the mentality, oh, I don't want to be used. Me, go there, work for free. Stuff like that. So I think that Work Forget About Njoh, to me, is building the mindset of a young Cameroonian to see the importance of working and forget about the fact that I'm being used and that I'm being taken advantage of. So I think that Work Forget About Njoh is, to me, is trying to say, okay, do the work. I was one of my junior protege or mentee. He wrote an article and he gave me that I should go through. And I just went through. One of the things he said behind that, a grandmother told him that it is better to work for nothing than to sit for nothing.
Wow.
So I think that Work Forget About Njoh is like trying to build this mindset of the to young Cameroonians that see, focus in working, forget about Njoh, focus in working, and in it you are going to get something.
Wow, wow.
Wow.
Inspiring.
Awesome. Awesome. Now we are going to take this break because there's just so much to digest.
Yeah.
Listening to you for 1 minute is enough to keep somebody thinking for 1 year.
1 year.
And now having you talk for more than a minute, that's too much. So we are going to actually have this break so that we can digest. And now, too much work without play makes Jack a dull boy.
Actually makes you loaded.
Whatever, I will not talk about that. So we are going to take this musical interlude. It's great. It's a video, and of course these artists who are working.
Yeah,
they are working. So we are going to use their work to get so blessed, and it is Jesus Positive, a song by Beside featuring Prosper Menko and the rap evangelist CK. Don't go anywhere. Sit right back and enjoy.
In the remix. Yeah. Moi je suis Jesus positif. And where are you? Yeah. Moi je suis Jesus positif. And where are you? Yeah. And where are you? Yeah. Je suis Jesus positif. Where are you? Yeah. Besides, what's Pamenko? TK in the building. The king. Yeah. Everybody say Jesus positive. Jesus positive. Sing Jesus positive. Jesus, everybody say Jesus, positive. Jesus, positive. Say Jesus, positive. Jesus,
why I know go sing song for crazy. Jesus move me breeze in time when they take cross, then Nelly. Some get me no fee nail me, no be na hard work. Now Holy Spirit, now he be the doer. He does all it. Sing with me, say Jesus.
Jesus, the blood in my system. Un positif for love and greatness. Je suis amoureux de mon God, sa parole m'élève et son esprit mon witness. Avec lui je suis no stress, même dans la crise j'excelle. Alors gamin nous sous anti-mening son guidage est parfait. Demande à Menko des premiers tickets si tu veux des B-sides. Jésus m'a donné sa vie, je suis un roi et partout moi je shine. No sickness, no galère, no clichés. Pour les sons of God, l'ami notre héritage et le succès. I'm Jesus positif, pas de maladie, pas de malédiction. I'm Jesus positif, pas de pénitents que des bénédictions. Comme papa, je marche dans la gloire, je le cache pas. Gagnant des âmes, je fly, je vis plus en gloire, je vis tout le master. I'm Jesus positive, don't know about you.
Welcome back, viewers. It is Work Forget About Njoh with Ambassador Merlin, and he has been giving us an awesome time, and I know you sitting right there, you've been so inspired already. And now we have so many messages coming in. I would just like to take a few before we have the best, because you know the best is always kept for the last. Yeah, so I'm going to take a couple of messages and then we'll get the best before the show wraps up. And now we have this message coming in, and it's a question to you, sir. How do I discover my assignment? TK from Bomaka. He's asking, how do I discover my assignment?
Thank you so much. And I want to thank the viewer for asking that question. Discovering your assignment is your assignment. Meaning that if you want to discover your assignment, one of the things you need to focus on, what is your passion? What are the things that you are passionate about? What are the things that you like doing for free? Like, for example, I'm fulfilling my assignment being here. Like, somebody invited me to come and speak to some people, and I came there. I was happy speaking to them without necessarily being paid. But I'm not saying that. Yeah, I'm trying to say that. What's that thing that you can do for free? What is that thing that you are passionate? What's that thing that your heart cries for? It's as if you can't be satisfied until you see that thing. There are some people that they can't just withstand a child crying. There are some people when they're just passing down the street or when they're watching the TV and they hear somebody talking junk, they're like, I need to go on air. What is that thing that moves you? What is that thing? That you feel as if the world would have been incomplete if you have not done it. And one thing I must tell you is that we must get to the manufacturer, because the manufacturer knows the intent, the purpose for making the product. So if you want to discover your assignment, get closer to God. Ask him. Tell him, Lord, what's my assignment? What's that thing? To some person, as I said, it might just be you are the next Bill Gates. You have a certain passion for business. You have a certain passion for IT. You know, Bill Gates said...
Sir, well, there's a lot already we've taken from that, because I know you can just go on and dish out this thing, but there are so many messages and there are so many questions for you that in the course of answering others, you would still throw more light on this. So he said, go get to the manufacturer, because he's the one who knows the purpose of which he manufactures, and the manufacturer is God. So get to God. All right, we have another message here. Bisong from Boya. He's saying, I have a vision. What's the first step to begin?
Wow, that's a good one.
You have a vision. What is the first step to begin? I would just like to tell you that that's not the right question. You having a vision, you have begun.
Wow.
Having a vision, you have begun already.
Yeah. So it's not about what's the first step again.
Maybe it's something about manifestation.
Good. Now, when you have a vision from God, you have incubated. You have seen the future. You have seen what you want to become. Action.
Yeah.
Action. Who is doing what you want to do? Start asking questions. You want to become a writer? Start getting to people who are writing. You want to become a speaker? Start getting to people who are speaking. So when you have begun by, like, you have discovered your vision, start asking relevant questions from relevant people. Don't go and meet your mother now and say, Mama, I want to become a footballer. How should I? So when you have your vision, start asking the right question from the right people. Action.
It's time to act.
So if you want to become the best in the world, you might start by identifying the best in your quarter. Start identifying the people that sing, the artists that you admire around you. If it's beside, like you have just watched Jesus Positive, find out that who is beside. Try to get his number. Try to find out. And
look around, children suffering. Look around, killings everywhere. I look around, corruption is eating deep. Where do we go from here? What do we do? It's time to make that change. Hey. Arise, O compatriots. Oh, let's build our fatherland. Make that change. It's time to make that change. Hey. Arise, O compatriots. Oh, let's build our fatherland. Make that change. If we have power, we can have good roads.
for justice. We need good governance. Let's talk about security of lives and property. Where do we go from here? What do we do? It's time to make that change. Hey. Arise, O compatriots. Oh, let's build our fatherland. Make that change. It's time to make that change. Hey. Arise, O compatriots. Oh, let's build our fatherland. Make that change. Then we will rise and we'll be great again. We'll speak with one voice and we will live as one. As a nation, we will grow stronger, I believe.
Wonderful question. How do you stay true to yourself and your calling? One thing you must discover is that try to discover your true identity. And once you discover your true identity, no matter what people tell you, no matter how it looks like, stay true to it. And how do you stay true to it? By being the you have discovered.
Kindly differentiate between vision, purpose, and assignment.
Thank you so much. To distinguish between vision, purpose, and assignment. Now, Dr. Mike Murdoch says that your assignment is that problem you were created to solve. So your assignment is that problem you were created to solve. And your purpose is God's agenda for your life. Meaning that your purpose is, your assignment is inside your purpose. So your purpose is the meaning of your existence. While vision is a picture of your future.
Wow, a picture of how to actually accomplish your
Yeah,
assignment.
yeah. So I can just say vision is the picture of purpose. So your vision is the picture of your future, is the picture of the purpose. So you see it. You see it. So now I've discovered that, okay, I'm passionate about empowering people. That's my assignment, or that's my purpose. I'm passionate about. Now I start seeing. You start seeing yourself empowering millions. You start seeing yourself walking in crowds. So vision gives pictures to your purpose.
Wow. I think that distinction is